Monday.com, this is a company that kind of helps worker productivity, a lot of tools to kind of improve the efficiency of the workforce, concerns about the guidance going forward. It said that it's going to grow at 24 to 25% for fiscal 2025, mostly because small and medium businesses aren't coming to Monday.com through Google search anymore. That triggered a 30% sell-off of the stock in August, and then another 20% sell-off here in the most recent week. I actually kind of think that maybe the market's getting this one a little wrong. It's doing well with enterprise customers. For the number of accounts that are worth $100,000 in annual recurring revenue or higher, it's growing those at 46% a year. And look at that, 117% net dollar retention rate. That's a number. That's the amount of money being spent on subscription revenue from your existing customers this year as compared to last year. I consider that pretty good for a software as a service kind of company like this. On top of that, you got a free cash flow margin that's improving, 26.5% here in this fiscal year. That's growing a couple of basis points, every year. And then you've kind of seen this shift in their strategic focus from being the self-service platform for smaller customers or for individuals to one that's more geared up for the enterprise, where it's certainly a much more embedded and stickier product that is also more profitable. Monday is selling at 24 times free cash flow. I think there's a lot of concerns out there right now that AI is just going to displace all of seat-based enterprise software entirely, not just for Monday, but for the entire industry. And so kind of there's a trade-off between, is that actually going to happen, or is this sell-off a buying opportunity? I'm going to keep Monday as a buy. This was a strong buy last month that just fell out of the top 12 here in October. But I still see a lot of potential here. I think it is undervalued. The metrics suggest this is not a dying business. It's actually doing quite well, 25% top line. I'm going to contrast that with the next update that I have on SEMrush Holdings, which is kind of a similar kind of business. It's not workforce productivity like Monday was, but this is an online visibility platform. Kind of made it a name for itself from helping with SEO campaigns, doing marketing campaigns for companies, kind of giving visibility to how those campaigns were doing. And now it's hoping to use AI to enhance those even further. And so a little bit less impressive growth from SEMrush, at least compared to Monday. We're seeing a 14% increase in ARR, dollar-based net retention rate of only 105%. That to me is kind of the lower bound of what's acceptable for a company like this. They are printing cash, cash from operations margin of 20%. That's still a very profitable business. And they're growing similarly the larger customers who have the workforce in place and large enough teams to make this worth it to them, growing much faster than the smaller businesses are. And so, unsurprisingly, they've now launched SEMrush Enterprise Partner Program to encourage that. And then they've also launched SEMrush One, which is kind of merging traditional search engine optimization with AI engine optimization together into one platform. They've got a really messy income statement. There's a lot of deferred contracts, which are showing up as cash, but are working against earnings. They've got some restructuring one-time costs. They pay out about 12% of revenue as stock-based compensation. For me, the price to free cash flow of 27x still feels expensive. That's more expensive than Monday was selling for a lower growth rate and inferior retention rates. But there is a story in place about AI, providing an opportunity for it to grow, respectably with larger customers. But is this replaceable? Yeah, I think it probably is. So I'm going to be downloading SEMrush from buy to hold here this month going forward.